So in this video, I want to compare the differences between my two adult does that are only a day apart. One was born November 8th and one was born November 9th of 2023. Their fur is not going to be the best today because it was a really hot day and they got sweaty and wet. So we're not looking at the fur here. Now this is Eden. She is the mother to the Harlequin doe that you saw in the last video. So she has also not really been worked with a lot in show posing because she's not a show-worthy animal. But so this is the difference. She's actually doing pretty good already in the show pose. So in her, again, just like her daughter, she's got a really, really long shoulder right here. This whole spot right here is a shoulder. This part should be starting down here. She's a little bit overposed. She's not, like I said, I haven't worked with her very much. But still, there's a big difference. Now, I'm not putting them on the table together like I did in the last video because they are adults and they get a little bit more territorial than kits do. So even scrunched up as I can get her, she's still got a really long shoulder. And there's no amount of scrunching that is going to fix that. That's just how her bone structure is. Now, she, like I said, she's a mom to the Harlequin doe in the last video. But as you can see, really long shoulder. I'll get a top view. She isn't very full in her loin and in her shoulders. She's got pretty narrow shoulders here. Her butt doesn't flow down to the table as it should. There's an undercut right here. Now this is Black Diamond. I also got her from Idaho yesterday along with that chocolate kit. I've been struggling to teach her how to pose, or not teach her how to pose. Learning with her how to pose her because she's new to me and I'm new to her, so she's a bit nervous around me still. But I still wanted to take this opportunity to show you guys the difference between her and Eden. Now again, her and Eden are 1 day apart. One was November 8th and one was November 9th. So let's see if I can get her to pose for me this time. Now on her, I don't even really have to cover her eyes and she still kind of holds that pose. She does need to be scrunched a little bit. She's being kind of resistant to me right now. But as you can see, her top line starts way closer to her ears than Eden's did. You've got a lot less shoulder here than on Eden. And this doe is a lot bigger than Eden. I'm not sure if the camera picks up just how big she is compared to Eden, but it is by a few pounds. Her fur is a lot more dense than Eden's, which is funny because when I got Eden, I didn't think it was possible to feel fur as luscious and soft as Eden's, and then here comes Black Diamond with even more luscious and soft fur. So, this gal I also picked up from the Idaho trip that I took yesterday. So far she's been really sweet. I'm really happy with her overall. And again, I don't even really have to put her head down. She just kind of holds that pose because it's comfortable for her. Her bone structure is meant to be in this position. That's how she was bred. Now, I want to give you a top view of what her body looks like compared to Eden's. So you see she's got a lot more width right here. And if you rub your hands back, your hands don't catch on her hip because this is just all loin right here. And then this is her butt. Now it's kind of hard to see around her skirting, but she comes a lot more cleanly down to the table. There's the hock of her foot. She comes down to the table a lot more cleanly than Eden did. But yeah, so this is the difference between a high quality animal and a low quality animal. And like I said in the last video, this is why it's important to follow ARBA standards, because it's designed to give you the most meat on the bone for your animal.